This is my fourth video clipping of plant tissue for class 9. My previous video clipping, that is plant tissue part 3, audio portion was clear but text was not so clear. So I am showing you the first page what I taught. You please pause the video and write it down. This was the second page where I explained to you the parts of phloem, the different types, the features of the phloem, and some characters of a sieve tube, companion cell, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fibers. And here is also a diagram of a phloem. I think this is clear to you. Pause the video and write down the text portion. After then I have started animal tissue. I explained to you different types of epithelial tissue. Again I am showing you the page. Write down the features of the epithelial tissue, different types along with their locations. The locations are very important. Pause the video and copy down the text. Then today I will start the types of connective tissue as well as the explanation of it. Now it is connective tissue. From the very name, the connective tissue, you can understand definitely it connects different organs of our body. That's why they are called connective tissue. They have their matrix or the basis. It may be solid, it may be liquid. Means in case of the blood, the matrix is a liquid, and in case of the bones, the matrix is solid. The connective tissue, we can divide it into three separate types. One is connective tissue proper. It acts as an packaging tissue of our body. Next, supportive connective tissue. It supports our skeleton as well as our posture and body. Fluid connective tissue, which is fluid in nature. Let's start with the connective tissue proper. There are three different types of connective tissue proper. One is areolar tissue, which is a packaging tissue, remains beneath the epidermis of our skin layer. Next one is adipose tissue. It stores the fat and remains beneath the skin and surrounding the kidney and eyeball. It is a specially fat storing tissue of our body. Third one is a fibrous connective tissue. From the very name, fibrous means elongated fibers are present and within the fibrous connective tissue. They are of two types. One is a tendon, another one is a ligament. The difference of the tendon and ligament is very important for your exam. The tendons are present in between bones and the muscles, that means which joins bones with the muscles, and ligaments are present in between two bones, especially the joints of the bones. The tendons are formed of white collagen protein, keep this in your mind, and the ligaments are elastic and they are made up of yellow elastin protein. Next, I will explain to you the supportive connective tissue. Generally, two types of supportive connective tissues are there. One is the cartilage, another one is a bone. Bone is a hard structure and the cartilage is not so hard structure. The diagram is not needed for any type of the connective tissues, not only bone and the cartilages, only you will learn the explanation of it. The bones are the porous tissue, the cartilages are not non-porous. The cartilages, they don't have any blood supply and the nerve supply at all, whether the bones have their both blood and the nerve supply. The cartilages are semi-transparent and elastic in nature. The bones are the very rigid structure. In the cartilages, the matrix formed of organic matter called chondrin, chondrin, but in case of the bones, the matrix deposited with inorganic salts, which are calcium and phosphate crystals. And last one, that is the location of the cartilage. They are present in the larynx, in the trachea, in the nasal septum. Even our pinna is also of the ear also is made up of the cartilages. And one main function, they form a cap in each and every joints where two bones are collating or joining each other. Now, in case of the bones, they form the complete endoskeleton of our body. It is present in the vertebrae also. Now, the fluid connective tissue, definitely fluid in nature. Two types of fluid connective tissue you can see. One is a blood, another one is a lymph. The blood is bright red in color because of the hemoglobin, and lymph is a more or less colorless fluid. Blood flows through the blood vessels, lymph flows through the lymph vessels. The blood we can divide into main fluid part of the blood is the plasma and the blood cells or the blood corpuscles. Three different types of the blood cells are there. One is the red blood cell or the erythrocyte, another one is a white blood cell or the leukocytes, and last one is a platelets or the thrombocytes. Now we can divide the white blood cells also two different parts. One is the granulocyte, another one is a granulocyte, and they also divided into neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, lymphocyte and the monocytes. All those divisions you will learn in next class, in class 10. In my next video, I will explain to you the muscle and the neural tissues.